What's up, everyone? My name is K.Short, and welcome to Phoenix Rising. I am at Melt Ice Cream down on Roosevelt Row. Y'all should come over here and get some ice cream because this place is definitely popping during First Fridays and just in general. I am with Pablo right now. He's actually the manager of Melt, along with all these other amazing people. And we're just here. We're just gonna do this. It looks like he's into a lot of awesome things in Phoenix. He's gotten his hands in a whole bunch of little things, and we're just gonna put him on the map and see like where we can go with this interview and get to know him. He is from semi-west side. He went to Moon Valley, you said. So I had to put him on because we from similar areas. But I put on for my West Valley people. So Pablo, go ahead and give us a brief story as to where you were born and raised and what it was like growing up on that area and the things that you started dabbling into.
I was born in downtown Glendale. First generation Mexican. We grew up, very sheltered, just Mexican family. I never ate out as a kid. I never really ate out. Like our big thing was like maybe once a month we'll go to like Peter Piper or Pistol Pete's.
Rolero half the time. I don't know what you're talking
Oh, Rolero. Dang, the hood spot right there. About kindergarten, I moved over to Maryville. Went to John F. Long. I don't know if you know John F. Long. Yeah, John F. Long for elementary, and then moved over to North Phoenix during junior high. Never really had a TV growing up until high school, and then I went crazy. So the music actually started in high school. I met a friend that was rapping. His name was Dan. We would just hang out and smoke and listen to Jay-Z mostly. And that's how we got into music. We wanted to do it. We started making beats together, started recording a little bit, and then we kind of just moved on. After high school, we moved on, and then we could reconnect it maybe about 4 years after that, and then really just went home with it. We started our own record label. We started recording. We started, doing shows. We used to open up for major acts. I remember one time we opened up for Brother Ali. We opened up for Nappy Roots. But in between then, I was, I had a family business, so I was kind of that 9 to 5, go to work, go home, go to work, go home, and then I got tired of it. It was I was working 7 days a week, got married, had a kid. Maybe should I just take a pay cut and just do something I want to do for myself. You know what I mean? So that's when I met a designer. I was at Starbucks. I don't know, Starbucks downtown Phoenix. But I was living in the west side at the time, so we didn't have coffee shops. 75th and McDowell. 75th? No, this was 35th and Bethany.
I work at that one right now.
Did you work at that one? You worked at Hood Starbucks?
Yes. No, 75th and McDowell's worse.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, man.
I already had this idea of doing a clothing brand. One time I was in there I was working on a computer or something like that, and I saw a guy who was drawing on his laptop. I've never seen that happen. I was very new to it, so he was drawing, and I kind of just walked up to him, was kind of behind him, what is this guy doing? And then I see the Undefeated logo. I was like, I know who Undefeated is. So I was like, hey, what are you doing? And then he was like, oh, I'm a designer. I design for Undefeated and Stussy. So I was like, I've been thinking about doing a clothing brand. And we started this brand called 80 Grand. It just blew up. A lot of people don't start with great designs off the bat. I started with a top-notch designer. So definitely it just boomed within the first year. I was selling to Japan. I was doing Dr. J's, which was a big East Coast clothing website, Karma Loop and stuff like that. And so I did that maybe strong for about 4 or 5 years, and then it got to the point where I couldn't do it by myself, and I got overwhelmed. And I just, I need a break. I couldn't keep up with the releases. And for me, it was more of the art behind it, and you can't really push art. You can't say oh, I'm gonna do 10 pieces every season. So I took a break. But in the meantime, I was doing other stuff. I was still doing kind of the music. End of the music. We used to do a night just right here next door. We used to call with the Fresh 85 and Main One. We used to do a night called Rewind every Tuesday night at the Lost Leaf. So yeah, but in the meantime, I started managing. I came downtown, started managing the print shop across the street, and that's how I kind of got more familiar with downtown, and then started working with a little bit at Jobot, the coffee shop, and then I went back to the west side, did the whole 9 to 5, and then that lasted about 3 months. And then I got this opportunity to rebrand Melt. And then I was like, yeah, please take me out of this desk job. I'll do anything. I came here, rebranded Melt, and it is what it is now. It's amazing, it's fun, it's creative. I'm able to create a different product every other day. That's really helping my ADHD. That's where we're at right now, and bringing back 80 grand by this winter, actually. Yeah, which is my favorite season, by the way, for clothing. That's why I decided to come back on my favorite season. Melt, 80 grand. I've had a couple of projects, food-related projects. I'm working on a food truck right now, and then another restaurant.
I literally just met this guy, Pablo, right?
Pablo.
Pablo what? Just Pablo?
Pablo Sapien.
Sapien.
Pretty Pablo on Instagram.
Give them all of your links where we can follow you. Like, definitely, I would love to come back. We can start talking about more of the 80 grand part. You know what I mean? But this just happened. I think definitely he's been around. You've been around the block.
And if you guys ever want to know anything about downtown, come visit Melt. I'll walk you around the neighborhood and show you every business around here. I do it almost every day. But yeah, it's Melt is Melt PHX. That's Instagram and Twitter. Facebook, Melt Phoenix. My personal, Pretty Pablo. There's an underscore between Pretty and Pablo. Because, right? Like, what else was I going to call myself? Like, it's Pretty Pablo.
I can't deal with it.
And then our website is meltphx.com. Check us out. Like, we're here till midnight every day of the week, and we always have crazy flavors for you guys. 5th Street and Roosevelt.
All right, Pablo, thank you so much for your time. I'm gonna go grab a scoop of ice cream because I'm hungry. And y'all come here to this spot, especially on First Fridays. This is where I be hanging. I be meeting so many cool people around here. So it's like, y'all just need to come out. If you in Phoenix and you haven't been here at Melt or First Fridays, like, you're missing out. So come here, say hi to Pablo, say that you met him on Phoenix Rising, and thank you all for being here with us. So go ahead, Pablo, tell them to subscribe, to like the video, to share it on.
Like, do what you gotta do, favorite, put in your links, whatever, share it on Facebook.
You could come to Melt, and we should have some ice cream soon. All right, thank you all so much, and we'll see you soon.